what's going on? What does it mean orientation is locked? Okay. Hi guys, I don't know. This is not the first time I'm going live, but I don't know why this is becoming a problem. Hi guys, I don't know what's going on, but hi. So guys, I don't know what's going on, but like on my screen it's telling me something like orientation is locked, rotate device back, and I'm just like, what is going on? I'm sorry if I'm still adjusting my settings. Like this going live is kind of different. It's kind of different from a scheduled video. How is it now? Can you guys see me properly? I'm very confused. Like, does it mean I'm meant to, like, 1 second? Oh, wow. Okay. Is it like this? Wait. Okay, now you can see me, right? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Wow, like, I was so confused. But then the last time I had the session, I think it was horizontal. Guys, I don't know why, but okay. Hi, guys. How has your week been? Tell me about your week. So, by the way, I have my laptop here just in case you find me like looking down. Like, I've received ton of questions, okay, that I'm going to answer. I'm sorry I didn't have the time to like answer them like in the moment when you guys sent the questions, but I'll do my best now to answer them, okay? Please, if you can hear me properly, please comment. Okay. Wow, what exams did you have? What exams did you have? I know that exam period finished like around early February. So like most schools had holiday around February, February 1 to 6, and they resumed this week. What exam did you have and how was it? I hope it was very good. You haven't, oh wow, you have, what exam is that? On my end, I just had my regular clinic days, working at the kindergarten. Step 1, is it USMLE? Because step 1, the only medical exam that comes to mind is USMLE. So is it USMLE you're referring to? Oh, wow. That's so brave of you. I wish you so much luck. I've heard so much about like USMLE and how the process can be. But I believe that you will do it, okay? Fight it. All right, so without much rambling, let's start. Okay, so what was the name of the Russian? It is Nikki's Russian speaking club. 1 second, let me just go on there right now and I can send the link. 1 second, please. Yes, it's Nikki's Russian club. So Nikki is a YouTuber, okay. He does videos about life in Russia. He's a Russian, but then he speaks English. And one of his patron tiers is a Russian speaking club. Yes, so they pay $5 a month. Let me see if I can send the link now. 1 second, please. Okay, yes, I found it. Come and see. Okay, so guys, I don't know if this is possible, but I'm trying to see if I can access the live video on my laptop. Okay, 1 second. Okay. So yeah, okay, so I just posted it now. Can you guys see? Can you guys access the link? Please let me know if you can access the link. I just sent it now. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. So now let's start. Okay. Also, guys, I'm sorry just in case you can hear any background noise. Like my housemate is in the other room, so yeah, you might be hearing like some background noises. Did I just say noises? Ha! Guys, I feel like there is something Russia can do to your like spoken English language. I'm not saying like it's a given, but then I find that sometimes that can happen. Like you speak so much Russian and then you lose the what's the word? You lose the proper pronunciation of like English language. Okay. I think I'm talking too much. Thank you, Michael. Okay. 1 second. Okay, yeah. Okay. What's going on? Okay, 1 second, please. Okay, yes, I found the questions. Okay, so I know that the topic of this live session is schooling in Russia or coming to Russia worth it, right? And I termed it that because majority of the questions that I have gotten is basically around coming to school in Russia, right? So it's more like, is this a good decision? Is this a good decision in terms of what the general public like has to say or the media has to say about like Russia? It just feels like like why Russia of all places? So that's why I termed it is schooling in Russia worth it. Okay, so I saw one question now. Okay. This is difficult. I think I will just be answering questions first before I go into like other questions. So this person says, okay, can a student at all make up to $1,000 per month with part-time jobs? Of course, like that's very possible. Very, very possible. I don't want to disclose like earnings, like my own earnings and stuff, but I would just say that it's very possible to make up to that. But it depends on you as a, disregard the second at all, please. I'm confused. You mean like I shouldn't answer the question again? Either ways, I would answer it because I think that it is important. Okay, so yes, can a student make as much as $1,000 in a month part time? Yes, yes, you can make as much as that. So the plan that I have, like I told you guys, I'm going to share African stories, okay, and I am going to bring people that are successful and they started as students, okay. So even me with my experience currently in Moscow, I know that it's very possible for, oh, okay, okay. It's fine that I'm already answering the question, right? So okay, let me give you an example. As an English tutor, for example, right, let's say you are earning 1,500 rubles per hour and you teach just 2 hours a day, like you teach just 2 hours a day, that is 3,000 rubles in a day, right? And let's say we have 20 working days in the year, and let's say you have 20 working days in the year, in the month, I say year, in the month, that is 20 times 3,000, that is 60,000 rubles, which is like okay, because of the dollar rate right now, it's like $850, okay. But on a good day, let's say you're also like creating content online, you are monetized, you are selling a course, okay, you are maybe you have like other private students, okay, or like you're even, I mean, basically I always say that the best skills that you can get, or the best skills that will make you money here in Russia, are skills that are in high demand, right? So that is number one, teaching English, right? Number two, translating, so translating documents and stuff. Imagine you are paid, I don't know why I always use 1,500 rubles. Imagine you are paid 1,500 rubles to translate one document, and you translate like five in a day, okay? Like, yeah. But the best bets that I like to say is like work for you. Like if you're working for yourself, like let's say like what do you know how to do? Okay, can you code? Can you build websites? These are things that you can do in your spare time. Okay, I'm giving you guys ideas of things that you can do. So I spoke to a friend earlier today. So this friend of mine had lived in her city for about 5 years, but I mean the same narrative that, oh, you can't find jobs in Russia, this, that. So she basically did not do anything for that 5 years, and now she's telling me how she was able to open an account on Avito. So Avito is like a marketplace here in Russia where you can sell both your skills, your services, and like physical things. She opened an account on Avito and advertised herself. Okay, so she told me that she got a Russian friend to help her with her bio properly. Okay, you have classmates, okay, they can help you to edit your bio properly, and now she has clients. She now teaches English, like, you know, just from putting herself out there. But many people, you come to school in Russia and you just sit in your house, in your room, in your hostel, and you're waiting for jobs to come and meet you. Like, where is it going to come from? The truth is, this is not just a thing in Russia. I know a couple of my friends that they moved to the UK, okay, like the United Kingdom, and it's also not easy over there. You have to do even menial jobs to start with, as like I mean I you what's the word? I mean, as little as working as a caterer, working as a waitress, whatnot, okay, just to get things going. My point is that this is not a Russia, like it's not an exclusive problem to Russia, okay? It's not like this is a Russia problem. This is not a Russia problem. This is what happens when you travel abroad as a foreigner, okay? You would experience that in your first few months or first few years, okay? So yeah, I just gave all that explanation to say that it is totally up to you. I know people that make as much as $3,000 in a month as students, medical students for that matter. I know that I have been procrastinating, but there are some stories I am to share on my blog. I interviewed some students that are, doing well for themselves, okay, and one of them, like, she makes as much as $3,000 on an average in a month, right? And yeah, I'm going to share her story very soon. Hopefully by next week I would have penned out that story. But my point is, you can do this. I mean, like, you don't have any excuse. You can do it. That's the point, okay? All right, so any other questions? I don't know. Is it that I've not been seeing the questions? Okay, what part-time job would be best while studying in Russia? Okay, I think I already kind of answered that question. I mentioned that the best bet for you is to actually develop some skills, okay? These skills can range from content creation, okay, blogging, digital marketing, copywriting, web design, graphics design, because this one, you are working for yourself, okay? You are not subject to like a 9 to 5, or you are a student, your timetable is not as flexible, right? So you want the opportunity where you are able to work when you can work, okay? So I would tell you that your best bet anywhere in the world right now is for you to work remotely, and it means you would have to create the jobs by yourself. You can, I mean, regardless of where you are living, you can create content. Regardless of where you are living, you can work on graphic designs for people. I'm going to share more on this, like, skills, maybe how to learn them. Personally, I have a lot of skills, and those skills are, it's basically like what is helping me to survive or bootstrap. I like to say, like, I'm currently bootstrapping jobs, okay? So yeah, I'm working as a content creator right now. YouTube is basically like a part-time job for me right now, okay? It's not just about a hobby. Right now, YouTube is now like part of my part-time jobs, okay? That's one. Two, um yes, I work as an English tutor at the kindergarten in the evenings, okay? Three, I'm a makeup artist, although at the moment I've not been taking on jobs because of hospital work and all, but okay, I'll answer your questions. Yes, although I've not been taking as much jobs, okay, at the moment, I'm not even taking anything. I work as a model as well. But my point is just to tell you that I have all these skills so that anytime that one is not working, I can pick another one. Okay, so do they pay per hour? Yes, they pay per hour in like part-time jobs, okay? So part-time jobs like part-time I say part-time guys, part-time jobs like English tutoring, yes, okay. However, there are some people that work full-time jobs as tutors, so like they work like 9 to 5. So master's students, for example, most master's students, their classes are in the evenings, so they use the mornings to work, so they can actually take on full-time jobs. And like I've said before in my videos, your Russian student visa gives you permission to work like as a proper person. You don't even need to get like an extra work permit. The fact that you're on a student visa gives you the allowance to work, okay? Okay, so let me answer the other questions. Okay, how much is an apartment in Moscow? All right. Okay, how much is an apartment in Moscow? It depends on what kind of apartment you want to get, okay? So if you're going to be living alone, I think I've shared this in like one video about accommodation, but I'll just like repeat myself now, okay? If you're going to be living alone, I mean, like, the whole apartment is going to be for you, you're not sharing with anybody, you should budget at least a minimum of 35,000 rubles. 35,000 rubles is like $500, yes, in Moscow, like if you're going to be living alone. So now if you're going to be like living like a shared space, okay, with somebody, maybe you're going to be co-living and stuff, you want to think about from as low as $250, okay. And that one also depends on the kind of apartments you would get. So there are this kind of apartments I would call like babushka apartments. So basically, babushka is a word for grandmom in Russian, okay. So babushka apartment is more like the old Soviet Union style apartment with like Russian culture, the design. Basically, it's very traditional, not modern like somewhere that I'm living right now. So those kind of apartments will cost lesser than an apartment that is like modern, like yeah, modern basically. So modern like pretty colors, bright, airy rooms, kind of. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's how much an apartment will cost in Moscow. But then like for hostel, okay, I'll just leave that for a video coming soon. Okay, I filmed a video about my hostel and stuff, so I'm still working on putting that video together. But I'm going to share more about like hostel living in that video. But the hostel I was living, I think I was paying about $100. Yeah, initially I thought it was 120 I was paying, but I later realized that the conversion rate was about $100 thereabout. Yeah. Okay. How many days a week do I work at the hospital? So okay, so yes, ideally every day of the week. Okay, so my department, okay, my specialty, oh no, my department, not my specialty, because my specialty, we have different hospitals, but my own department, we work every day 9 a.m to 2:45 p.m, so about 7 hours. Yeah, like 10, 11, 12, sorry, yeah, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, yeah, about 7 hours. So I work 7 hours every day at the clinic, ideally. But then there are some days when there are some days where like I have permission from my supervisor, you know, not to come to the clinic. Just maybe they are like there's not so much work, okay, and she just, what's the word, and my supervisor just gives me that permission, okay. But ideally I work every day of the week, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m to 3 p.m basically. Let's say 3 p.m, but I leave my house around 7:30 a.m to meet up for 9 a.m because my house is distant away from the hospital. But that is fine for me. I'm used to walking. And I remember initially I was complaining, but then I asked my supervising doctor how far is her house from the clinic, and she said it takes her an hour 30 minutes to get to the clinic. And I was like, if my supervisor can do this, then I can. And I stopped complaining and I got acquainted with the life basically. But then don't use my specialty or my department to judge like residency generally, because it's dermatology and we don't have calls at the moment in my department. So basically, calls is that I don't have any overnight stay. It's just in the day. Even the clinic closes on Sundays, okay, like because it's a dermatological center, right? There's almost nothing like an emergency, at least based on like my experience so far, because patients are basically referred to us dermatologists, okay. They would have to go to a general physician first, okay, before being referred to the dermatologist. So I think that is why like our schedule is more flexible compared to like other specialties. Yeah, I hope I answered your question. Okay, do you think as a graduate in Russia, I stand a high chance of getting visa to the UK or other advanced countries after studies? Well, I mean, like, I think if you what's the word? I think it's not about your degree. First of all, Russian degrees are high value, okay? Russian degrees are high value. However, in the case of, let's say, medicine, for example, regardless of the degree that you have, if you're a foreigner and you are going into the UK, the NHS, you would have to write PLAB 1, PLAB 2, do their internship first. Like if you go through like the foundation programs, okay, like do their internships first before you now get into the system. So I think what I would say is, if your school is recognized, right, like there's a world directory of like universities or schools, okay, so like if your school is one of the approved schools, like, which is basically almost, what am I saying, almost all the schools in Russia, I don't know, I've not heard of anyone that is not like in the world directory yet, so I don't think that should give you an issue. Now, another thing I would say is that I don't think this is, like I said, some things, and it's not a Russia problem, okay? It's not about the country. It's about where you are going to and their own requirements and their own rules, right? Russia, as it is a very high value, in the news, in the media, Russia is a high value country generally. So yes, I have seen a lot of people that have migrated to the United Kingdom, with their Russian degree. So I don't think that is a problem at all. I don't think so. I think the only problem would be like your method of going, which I really don't know so much about. I think it depends on your specialty. I mean, like what you're studying and what are the requirements for like going to that country in question. But the summary of the answer to your question is that yes, it is not a problem. Your degree should be recognized any other like Western country or so. Let me see other questions. Okay, as a guy who doesn't have a sponsor from home, can the part-time jobs be enough for you to pay tuition, accommodation, and other stuff for yourself? Okay, so generally this can be very difficult. Okay, I think that is why many people abroad like take student loans, okay, to like pay their fees, because I know like it can be difficult to do things on your own, aside if you are on a scholarship. So what I would say is, like I said to the question about working or getting a job, it actually depends on you. Okay, it depends on you as a person. If you know that okay, I have to pay my, okay, so I have friends that are sponsoring themselves. I mean, like they are paying for their school fees. I mean, school fees of like $6,000. Okay, like they are paying their school fees, they are paying for their accommodation by themselves. Okay, so I know that it is possible. That's why I said it is up to you as a person. Okay, what are the things that you want to put in place? Does it mean you might have to build some extra high income skills? Okay, maybe you might decide to become a digital marketer, okay, or learn something relating to tech, so maybe coding and basically skills in demand, or maybe forex trading, basically skills that will help you to provide more money. You cannot, to get more money rather, you cannot be lazy and like just say okay, can I, it's not about can you, it is do. If you want to make it happen, it's very possible for you. However, I would also not hide the fact that it can be difficult, but it's possible. That's what I can say. It can be difficult, but it's possible. Oh yes, guys, I've done a video about what a Russian student visa offers you. Okay, so yes, you are allowed to travel to other countries with your student visa. You just have to what's the word, get in touch with the embassy of that country. You don't even have to go physically. You just go online. Because of covid restrictions right now, most things are done online. Most things are done online. Okay, so far you reach your requirement. So I have traveled to 2 countries outside of Russia, okay, and I did not have any issues with getting the visa. I got the visas of the both countries. One was a Schengen country, one was another European country. So yeah, but there are also chances of you being rejected, not because of you're a student. They could reject you for so many weird reasons. But what I always advise people is that if you are going to travel, make sure you are traveling in summer, okay? Because I mean, don't you find that suspicious? I'm just kidding. Like it might be suspicious if you want to leave the country like in March, like in the heat of school you want to travel. Like, why do you want to travel in the middle of school? Do you want to run away to another country? I'm joking, but yeah, like those are probably the reasons. But okay, my own experience, I have gotten visa to 2 different countries. I've never been rejected visa, okay, to anywhere that I've applied to. So yeah. Okay, I saw one question like that one. Okay, if I do a residency in Russia, what country can I practice in after I finish? The USA won't recognize my residency. I'm a US citizen. Oh, nice. Okay, so I don't know why I always try to evade questions on residency, because I don't even think I'm the best person for you to ask these questions. Reason being that I'm just starting, guys. Like, I'm just 4 months in residency, okay? So when it comes to like the afterlife of residency, genuinely I don't know too much yet, and I'll give you a reason why. So one thing that I was aware of before making a decision is that the Russia residency degree is not accepted like as a residency degree. Basically, many countries also require supplementary things to add on. Okay, so for example, you might want to consider doing a PhD after your residency. Okay, so in total you're spending about 5 years, and I think after that you would basically be able to like meet up with the minimum requirement stuff. Okay, on another hand, what I like to ask people is, why do you want to do your residency in Russia? Okay, do you plan to stay back in Russia? What country do you want to settle in? And do you even want to practice medicine? Okay, now why are these questions important? Why are these questions? Sorry, I get distracted anytime a new question pops in. Okay, so why, by the way, guys, please like this stream. Please like this stream. Please. Thank you. Okay, so why I'm saying this is because, see, for me, I knew the path that I was on, okay, and the journey that I was on, and this decision basically kind of fits like my current lifestyle. Okay, what's the word? But I am not the yardstick for everybody. So generally, this is what the advice I was given when I spoke to like other resident doctors. Like, why do you want to do your residency in Russia? Okay, do you plan to stay back in Russia? Okay, number one. Number two, do you just want to have an extra experience after medical school? Okay, you just want to say, okay, this particular specialty, I love it, but I'm not sure if this is what I even want to do in my life. Okay, so I'm willing to try. Okay, so like that can be a reason for you to stay back. Okay, but ideally people are not advised to stay back and do residency in Russia, because of what you said. The degree doesn't hold, like, it's not recognized in many countries until there are some other supplementary things that you add to it. Now, back to what I was saying. Personally, I am taking this as a postgraduate studies. Okay, I'm not holding on to so much of residency, specialized, whatever, right now. At least right now, at this point in my life, I just see it as an opportunity to learn, opportunity for personal development. Okay, I mean, that was why I moved to Moscow. Okay, this first time I'm probably saying it like on my channel, but yeah, like residency for me, like based on my own personal decision and what I felt led to do, okay, was I wanted to just gain some experience in medicine, and I've always loved dermatology, and I just felt like, okay, there's an opportunity to do this here, and I decided to take it on. So anyways, I have gotten multiple questions on this whole residency thing, and this is what I am already working on. Okay, I have spoken to some resident doctors that have even gone ahead to do their PhD. Some of them that after doing their residency, they have gone to another country, they are practicing. Some of them are even lecturers already. So I am, what's the word, we would be having a session for final year and from 5th year to 6th year medical students, basically, just to help you to hear from their experiences and eventually decide if it's worth it for you or not. So guys, fingers crossed till then. Okay, like I said, I am just starting this process, so I don't think I'm the best person for you to ask this question just yet. I'm better to give you answers just yet, because I am also like in the phase of experiencing it, and that is why I'm sharing like what I share. Okay, yeah. So hold on. So yes, like stay tuned for like that session. Okay, it's going to be like a panel session. We'll have the plan is to have like people that are currently in their residence, especially maybe like those in their second year, right? And then people that have done their residency and probably even done their PhD, and those that are already working. Okay, so we want to know what was their process like after residency. So guys, stay tuned for that. I believe that will be more helpful. Okay, hi Yinka, thank you so much. Okay, sorry, I'm reading this question. It says, oh, hi from Moscow. I'm saying hi to the person from Cameroon. But then the comments is disappearing. Okay, for transportation per month, guys, do you know the funny thing? Even though Moscow is like the most expensive city, is the most, I would say, is the most affordable or cheapest city for transportation. Like so for me, I pay a total of about 670 rubles. That is not up to $10, guys. It's not up to $10 in a month for my bus card. Okay, one second, let me get it. Okay. So guys, this is my bus card. Oh, my social card. So with this card, I have unlimited access to the metro and to the bus, paying less than $10 a month for both metro and bus. So with this card, I pay every other month, and I have unlimited access with the amount I pay. So it's very cheap. Okay. Do they include internship years in 6 years? No, actually they used to in the past, but right now they don't do internship years anymore in Russia. It's just, okay, for their citizens, it's basically straight to residency. Okay, and after residency you can start working after you pass your like specialist license exam. But if you want to go somewhere else, that's where like the comma begins. But no, 6 years, the internship is not added to the 6 years. Yeah. Okay. Okay, each year about 7,000. Wow. That's very sad, but okay, how long is residency? Residency is 2 years, 2 to 3 years, depending on your specialty. But if you would want to go all out on your residency, you would have to have PhD, okay, after your residency. So PhD is 3 years, so in total like it will be around 5 years. But you can do your residency and already start working as a doctor. I know that my supervisor, she basically did her residency. Obviously she's Russian. She basically did her residency and started working as a doctor. Yeah. And the truth is, I don't know what that would look like for a foreigner. Obviously there are a couple of foreigners here that are working as like as specialists after their residency and stuff. Okay, but okay, so the thing I'll say is you just basically have to prove yourself. Okay, so how is your grasp of the Russian language? Can you speak properly and communicate with the patients? Are you good on like medical terms and all? If that is like you are good, okay, on that level, then I don't think it's a problem. And if you love the country, If you love the country and you feel like, yeah, I'd love to stay here, why not? Do they pay in residency? No, they don't pay in residency. You should watch my video. Let me post the link. You should watch my video on all about the residency in Russia. Like I said, guys, I personally stayed back so that I can, what's the word? I can do some personal development for now, okay? So no, they don't pay. I'm coming 1 second. I want to check. I want to post that link for that video, okay? Yeah, they don't pay, which is sad, but that's why I do other jobs and I'm pretty much doing well. I think I'm earning as much as what's the word? I have the potential to earn as much as I would earn as a doctor with my side jobs, so that's fine. On an average, I think doctors would earn as little as $500 $600 in Moscow. Of course, it can be more. Not it can be more. Many people are earning more than that. Maybe as much as $1,200. But like as a foundation doctor, as someone that is starting, you probably earn as much or as as little as $500 in a month, and I think I have the opportunity to make as much as that and even more with my other jobs, hopefully. As I hopefully, it doesn't mean I'm not saying I'm earning that now. I'm just saying like, yeah, like that's the hope. Yeah. So even if I'm not working as a doctor, like I wouldn't feel less in terms of like payment. Sorry, I'm looking down. I've been trying to copy these links to that video. I found it now, so let me just post it. Yeah, so I've posted it. Okay, so do you guys have any more questions, or do I go ahead to answer the other questions that I have received? All right. Let me drop this card. Okay, so let me just answer the other questions. Those that are not on the live now should be able to come back. By the way, guys, this is also me saying that please support me, okay? I have a Patreon account where you can basically be a member of my exclusive community and support what I do. I hope that this year I'm able to like create better content. Okay, so like I said, okay, I have really great what's the word, ideas in terms of the kind of content I would really want to create. I would love to share more stories, foreigner Africans, basically black, not just the black community, but just like foreigners, but starting with Africans, because I know that most people that watch me are Africans, okay? Like success stories, people that have lived in Russia for like 25 years, 30 years, you know, have they made it through. I just feel like it's going to be encouraging for many of you. I also want to be able to travel to other cities, give you proper reviews on like what to expect in these cities. Basically this year I just want to do better for this community, okay? I'll be really, it will be my joy, yeah, it will be my joy that I'm able to save you guys in a better way. So yeah, let me just drop a link to my Patreon if you'd like to support me. Okay, so basically okay, I was going to share like a bit about Patreon. Okay, so you asked how many students stay per room in the hostel. Also, can I pair with anybody I like myself? Um. Okay, so we have different kind of hostels. Like I said, I am already working on a video to show like about hostel. Okay, but let me just answer the question now, right? It depends on the hostel that you are living or that you have chosen. So for example, in the Ruden hostel, so People's Friendship University, where I am under, okay, they have about 14 different hostels, and those 14 different hostels, let's just assume that they are different tiers of hostel in terms of like the environment and in terms of like the sleeping spaces. So ideally they have like a 4-man room, a 3-man room, and a 2-man room. You will never have the opportunity to live by yourself in the hostel like a 1-man room. They don't have 1-man room hostels. Okay, so now for the 2-man room hostels, it means you'll be living with someone else, and most times you don't have the opportunity to choose. I didn't have the opportunity to choose who my roommate was going to be, but my roommate was very lovely, like really lovely. She was Russian, or I said she was. She's Russian, and we had a very great relationship, and we still do. Okay, but in the other room, okay, there were 4 in a room. Okay, so they were like 2 double bunks. Okay, so one person up, one person down, one person up, one person down, and then there are rooms where there are 3 in a room. Okay, and yeah, most times you don't have the opportunity to choose where, like, sorry, who you're going to live with. Okay, so in my case, when I was in Arkangelsk, I was living with my friends. Okay, so when we came, they put all of us in one room. So like that was my saving grace. Okay, so I basically lived with them the whole 7 years. So yes, that's like basically how it works. Like it depends on what time you come, and let's say maybe you come with a friend, okay, and you just have the opportunity to like get a space together with a friend. So yeah, that's how it works. Hostel have rules, and again it depends on your school. Ruden is very strict compared to like where I was coming from in Arkangelsk. So yeah, it also depends on that. Okay, I don't know if there are more questions. Or I go ahead to, okay, there are no more questions yet, so let me just go ahead to answer the questions that I have gotten. Mm, mm. If I want to work as a general physician after 6 years, can I, without the residency? Yes, you can. All you have to do is to pass the Russian accreditation exam and get a job. Yeah. Oh no, one more thing. For that to happen, you need to start working on getting a residency permit. So now this is like not medical residency, but like immigration, okay? You can start, okay, so 2 things are involved. If you finish with a first class degree, you would have access to apply for a permanent residency, okay, after school. Yeah, there's some documents that you need. I actually shared that in the interview that I had with an immigration agent. So like we shared the documents and all. Let me just leave a link. Guys, I feel like I have done justice on my channel to several topics. I should say well done for that. Okay, so yes, for citizenship, there is citizenship. For residency, there is also a video on it. So let me paste that video. Okay, you saw the video. Okay, great. So yes, so basically you have to apply. Okay, so let me say like in your final year, or maybe even in your 5th year, you already start applying or try or attempt to apply for a temporary residency, because a residency permit is basically a work permit, and for you to work in the clinic you need a work permit. Okay, so that's just like the only tricky part. Once you, let's say you have a work permit, you pass your license exam, that's all. You pass your license exam, get a hospital that is willing to like take you in. Another thing, have a good knowledge of the language. Even if you studied in English, they don't care, they don't need your English language. What they need is your ability to communicate in Russian language. So that is where like most people struggle. Okay, yeah, personally I am currently still working on speaking better. Reason being that I studied in English language, and I didn't care so much about Russian language. I'll be honest, I wasn't even interested, okay, in the language until like last year, when like, you know, things changed. I knew that I'll be doing my residency and I need a grasp of the language, and basically the more I started to practice and to speak and all, like it got better. Right now I am still working, especially with the grammar. The grammar is like one thing most people struggle with, but I once I feel more confident, okay, obviously I speak the language every other day with patients, with my doctor and all of that. I like I speak it, but then like when it comes to like speaking publicly, I don't know why. Like I just shrink. Yeah, grammar is tough. Even the Russians, they don't get their grammar sometimes, so it's absolutely fine. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to be reading out some questions from like comments that I have received. Okay. So someone asked, can you study while working? I think I already shared about that in a couple of videos. Yes, you can study while working. That is what I'm doing. Okay, am I studying? Okay. Okay, this person was asking that since I'm studying in Russian, which language do I write my exams? I write my exams in Russian language now, but when I was studying in English medium, I wrote my exams in English language. Okay. Is the residency? Okay, is the residency in Russia recognized in US, other in Europe or Gulf countries? No, it's not recognized. You need some supplement degrees. So that's why I said like a PhD and maybe years of practice as well. When I have more information on that, I will share. And also I'm also working on that panel with resident doctors that are already practicing that I talked about. So expect that. Okay. Someone asked, how do you get discount cards? Okay. Okay, how do I get discount cards? Guys, it's very easy now. Just I'm using my phone to record, so I can't show you. But right now, stores have made it even easier, at least in Moscow. All you have to do is download their app and register. That's all. In the past, you would have to reach like a particular limit or quota before you can get a discount card. But right now, just download the app. So like on my phone, I have Ashan, I have Spa, I have Piotruchka. Almost every store that I shop in, okay, I have a discount card on my phone. So I just store them on my Apple Wallet. Okay. Okay, someone asked me, how do I get things delivered from Nigeria to Russia? Through EMS, okay, actually. Through EMS. So EMS is one of like the fastest way and like reliable way. Well, I've not received anything via EMS in like ages, but I believe that like that is how you can like make it work. Yeah, EMS. Or if I know somebody that is coming from Nigeria, I'll just like ask them, please can you help me carry this? It's not heavy, and that's just it basically. Can you start an online business as a student without licensing? Yes, you can. You can. I have I have a lot of friends that are doing their online businesses. So there's no restrictions with that. Can you work as a specialist after doing residency in Russia as an international doctor, keeping in mind that your MBBS degree was not done in Russia? Yes, it's possible. But then I don't know the full, what's the word? I don't know the whole process to it, but I know that there's an option for that. Okay, someone asks, okay, I'm coming to Reden soon. Do they give sheets and blankets, and the kitchen is for how many people? Yes, they give sheets and blankets. Okay, it's your choice to take it or not. Um, the kitchen is for the number of people that are in their flats. That's if you live in a flat. But most hostels, there is a general kitchen on the floor. So basically, about 20 people are using one kitchen. I know it's crazy, but that's how like hostel life works. Um, can I work as a mechanical engineer while studying? Um, I don't know. I don't know. I've never like I don't know about that like part like medical engineer. I don't know what you mean as like what exactly like what field exactly. I don't know. Okay. Okay, this person said, I've seen on a Facebook post past students who studied in Russia discouraging people from going to Russia, that you can't school and work at the same time, and there are no jobs in Russia, and even if you get a job, they don't pay good salaries. Please, how true is this? Like I said, guys, like this is your life and this is your path. This is not a Russia problem, okay? Yes, there is a problem with like we foreigners getting what's the word? Our access to jobs are lesser than the Russian citizens, but it is possible. One thing I like to tell people is if you can see a contradictory story, like a positive contradictory story, it means that something is possible. If somebody has done it, it means it is possible. I know a when I say millionaire, a millionaire student, okay, Dr. Elvis Justice, you guys should probably check him out on Instagram. He's a student, a medical student, but Dr. Justice he's not even done medical school, okay, but he built himself up with a high income skill, forex trading. Right now, he has his own academy, he's in the news, he's training people, and right now, he even just released today that he is building a training center. This is a student, a 23-year-old student, okay? So my point is, it's up to you. It is up to you. I am a student as well, and I have listed out a couple of skills that I have, okay? I have made it work. And to give you context, I did not start in a bougie city, okay? I wasn't living in Moscow until 6 months ago. Dr. Elvis Justice that I talked about is living in Siberia. Like, so my point is, if you have access to internet, use it. Use it, please. And stop complaining and like listening to naysayers. Am I saying that the difficulty does not exist? It does. I say it does. It does exist. But my point is, it is what you make it, basically. It is what you make it. If you have a positive mindset, okay, that's what it's going to be for you. Yeah. How much does it cost to get an apartment in Moscow for 1 year? I already mentioned that you need a minimum of $500 if you want to get an apartment alone. With somebody, a minimum of $250 per month to get an apartment. So if you calculate that, probably about $3,000 to $4,000 in a year. How am I doing? I'm doing great, thank God. Are the borders open now? The borders are only open to students right now. The borders are not open to the general public. Like tourists cannot come and visit now, except if your country is in like some of the countries that have access to Russia. But if it's not, then it means that you have to wait. Okay, I feel like I am going to have to take some questions and just like make a videos on them, like just to answer them, cause man. Whew, okay, questions. Um, so guys, I think we are going to come to the end of the live now. We've spent about an hour already, 61 minutes. So yeah, the goal is to have this every Friday, okay, where you can just come, we can chat, I can share ideas with you guys, and yeah, just talk basically. So thank you for joining me live. I know we are not a lot just yet, but I believe very soon, by God's grace, that this community is going to grow, okay, and you'll be able to, but I'll be able to like give more value to you guys this year. Also guys, I know a couple of people have asked me about content creation. How did I like get consistent on YouTube? How did I get monetized? This, that. I have a class coming in soon, okay? You guys should stay tuned for details about that class. I have with an amazing content creator that is even much bigger, okay? So you guys will have access to learn so much. So yeah, stay ready for that. And like I said, please support me, please guys. If you've watched my videos but maybe you just forgot, you didn't like them, please go back and give it a thumbs up. So basically that thumbs up helps the algorithm to project my videos rather, to more people, okay? The goal for this month is 2,000 subscribers. I know it's still like 1.75 right now, but I believe that something is gonna happen, and it can only happen with you guys. Please like my videos, like it. Please comment, share, and yeah, you can always leave like topic suggestions and every other thing that you'd like me to cover. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hopefully, guys, a lot of you are, for some reason, arriving in Moscow. And I'm like, wait, should you people plan it? Okay, but that is fine. Maybe, I'm not promising, maybe when it's warmer, we can have like a meet and greet, okay, in Moscow. Because, like, quite a lot of you. Okay. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Ruth. How are you doing? Okay, I got one question. When I'm just planning. Okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Are you? Do you want to change your university, or what's the problem? I don't think that question is complete. Let me just wait for like 5 more minutes, because this person says my question is, I'm already in a Russian university, but it's an engineering university. So I want to ask, like, do you want to change your university, or what exactly is the problem? Can you transfer to? Okay, so the thing is, many people used to do their PATFAC in um one university, and then they will transfer to another university, okay? So I would say, do you have a background in science? That's the most important thing. Like, what are your core right now? Is it biology, chemistry, physics? If that's the answer, then yes, you can transfer to another to a medical university. Yeah. How's residency going? Residency is going really well for me, although it's not like the ideal. But what I mean, it's not the ideal, like, residency in Russia might be different from like other countries, especially my specialty. So my specialty is dermatology, and I already shared earlier in the live that my working hours are very like minimal, like 7 hours in a day. And So it gives me like the opportunity to work because I'm not being paid during residency. So for me, it's more like I am taking it as a postgraduate degree. It's just like I'm doing a master's, okay? So it's putting less pressure in terms of how I expect the experience to be. But yes, I'm seeing patients. I can give what's the word? I can give diagnoses, of course, like with my supervisor, okay, like I am working with like a supervising doctor and other like resident doctors as well. So we see patients, we discuss the case, okay. I also have lectures. What else again? Yeah, that's basically like the experience. But what I've been telling people now is that you can't use my own experience to judge residency generally, because my colleagues in other specialties, their own schedule is tougher, okay. I don't have calls, for example, because even my clinic, they close on Sundays. We don't work on Sundays, okay. Like I said, is because of their dermatological cases, most times they come through referrals, okay. So most people, their cases are not like, it's not like a fresh case, okay. Most people, they are dealing with lifelong skin diseases like psoriasis, atopic dermatitis, eczema, okay. So those are cases like they are recurrent diseases. They are diseases that they go through exacerbation phases, okay. So yeah, I love my specialty. I mean, I always love dermatology, and yeah, I basically love where I'm at right now. Do I plan to stay after residency in Russia, and can I work after residency as a doctor immediately in Russia? Yes, you can work immediately after residency in Russia. That is if you have a good grasp of the language, and of course you pass your specialist exam. But do I plan to stay? At the moment, I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know why it always feels weird to people when I say I don't have like a next plan just yet. Like, yeah, I don't know why. I'm not, like I said, I'm not overthinking so many things right now. I think I'm just trying to enjoy the phase that I'm in, that kind of thing. I don't know. I might probably even come back to Nigeria, and then I'll probably maybe have to write a license exam and this. I don't know, to be honest. I actually don't know. Like, I wish I knew actually. Like, even this whole residency decision, it wasn't like I thought too hard about it, honestly. Oh, don't mind me. I always joke and say like I don't think I'm the ideal for like a medical professional. Like okay, so the truth is I just want to gain knowledge right now. I'm in this place where I just want to gain knowledge. I'm not obsessing over I feel like I have my whole life, okay, in front of me. So if medicine is the path, okay, I have my whole life to, go in phases and just experience things. So right now, I'm just in the phase of learning. I just really want to open up my mind to like the other opportunities for me, even beyond medicine. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I think I am enjoying this place that I'm at right now. Yeah, like I said, it's not the ideal, but yeah, I'm just like really open-minded. But yet the summary of the question is that yes, you can. I see like black doctors that are actually working as doctors. Yes, and even like Russian students after residency, they can work as you just need to pass your specialist license exam and have a work permit like I shared. Yeah, but then is Russia the country you want to live? Do you want to live here? Do you want to build a family here? Okay, why do you want to stay back in Russia? One more question. I applied for the Russian government scholarship in December. Please, when will the results be announced? Um, for this year, to be honest, I don't know. What I know is the Olympiads. Okay, I think the Olympiads, the results will be announced around April or May. Like it's a process. But like for the general Russian government scholarship, I think you would have to contact, because they work with your country. So you have to contact your country, okay, about that. I'm not, the date is like, it's not like there is a list they will bring out. It is, they are working with your embassy, like the embassy of your country. That's why they always ask you to put your citizenship. So yes, you might have to contact them to find out about that. Okay, I've got some more questions. What's the cost of tuition yearly during my time at Arkangelsk, please, not Astrakhan, Arkangelsk. But yes, tuition. So right now, actually, as I have heard, tuition has changed. Okay, um, right now I don't even know what the current tuition is, but yeah, I think like a total of $4,000. Yeah, I think that's how much I would say. Yeah, right now I don't know. I've heard that my school is working with a what's the word? My school is working with an agent. Okay, so they are the ones recruiting students, and it's probably around 5,000 something, $6,000 now. What has been my experience studying in Russia? How do I fight up any negative talk, guys? So like I said it's your mindset. So am I aware of the negativities and all that is in this country? Yes, but guys, what I always say is that me, I've not had negative experience. Like the negative experiences I've had are not experiences that are exclusive to Russia, okay? Because whether you like it or not, if you are moving abroad to any new as a foreigner to a new country, you would experience difficulties. And 1 second, please. You would experience difficulties. So I think I built a positive mindset, okay? I built the mindset that wherever I am as a person, it's not about where I am, but it's about who I am, who I am. The truth is, I believe in myself that anywhere you take me to in the world, I can thrive, okay? Trust me, in the beginning, I wasn't thinking like this, but I think uh, when I probably turned 20, 21, I'm 24 now, so let's just say in the last 3, 4 years, my mindset changed, okay? And like I said, I surrounded myself with inspiring stories. I see successful people that have been that came to Russia as students, and they've turned out to be successful in their business, in their crafts and all. Okay, so I look at those stories. Personally, I'm also trying my best to also add to the change in the narrative of Russia is a negative place. Okay, because I see people that are thriving here. They came as students and they are thriving here. So what is going to stop me? I am the one that's going to stop myself. Okay, am I saying that there are no negative things? Yes, they are, but it depends on you and what you believe. Okay, so for me, it's just about the mindset and surrounding myself with the right people. Okay, like of course, like there are so many negatives every other day, but I have seen contradictory stories that are inspiring. I've seen successful people, I've met them, I've experienced them, so I know that like there is a room for growth. Do I plan to stay in Russia forever? No. At least at the moment, I don't have that vivid plan yet. But my decision is the moment I am still here, like whatever time is going to, how long is going to last, I don't know. But the moment I am here, I am going to make best of the opportunity that I have. I always joke and say, so far you have a phone, you have internet, that is it. Okay, let me just share this story. So for me, many of the things that I started to do, all the skills that I have, actually the uncomfortable situation that I found myself in Russia pushed me. Okay, so it's one thing for you to see negativity and run from it. It's another thing to see negativity and face it as what solution can I provide. Okay, for me, when I started YouTube, for example, I realized that there were not many people like me, like my. Imagine if I had someone in my skin color tell me about residency, their experience, okay, when I needed to make that decision. But no, we don't have people in the media spaces, at least doing all of that. Imagine if before I came into Russia, I had a playlist of videos I could go and watch, okay, to know how the whole life like here is. I didn't. So I decided to take it on as my job, okay, to like help other people is a problem that I identified. Okay, so when I started makeup artistry, which was what even birthed the whole skincare dermatology drive. Okay, when I started makeup artistry, I found the opportunity to model. Okay, so I've always wanted to be a model growing up, but I didn't have the opportunity back in Nigeria. When I came here, okay, photographers scouted me, they saw my face, and till now they claim I look like Naomi Campbell. I don't see the resemblance, but maybe the full lips and maybe the hair I used to wear, maybe that's why I still don't see the resemblance. But generally, they just tell me I look like Naomi Campbell. I don't get what that's about. But yeah, that's by the way. But the point is, makeup artist started in my makeup and I hated it. Like, why will you turn me to Snow White? Okay. So because of that, I had the opportunity to go back home in 2016. And okay, my parents always ask us to like learn skills. My parents are very big on like skill learning. So I had to choose between like makeup and some other skills. And you know what happened? I chose makeup because I'm like, wait, if I can help myself, I'll be able to help other people. And that is how I started my makeup journey. Fast forward to 4 years later, so many certificates. Okay, I, even though I've not done makeup on like clients in like over a year, if you give me a client right now, I will beautify their face, I will enhance their face. My point is, this started as a trouble, a problem for me. Okay, what can you see here? Okay, I know. Okay, there is this, there are money exchange platforms here, right? And these companies are run by Africans. Okay, so they notice there are issues with transaction, receiving money from home, from Africa, and sending money. So they decided to take it on as a problem, as a problem that they were going to provide solutions to. And now somebody is making money off doing that. So what problem can you identify and can you solve? I started my makeup store because I realized that there were no stores that provided for my skin color, even though that is also on hold right now. But the point is, there was a point where I actually made that a problem to solve. And did I solve? I solved a lot. I'm happy when I know that somebody started their makeup artist career because I went all out on it, because I showed that it was possible to do something. So the point is, guys, there are opportunities all around you. You just have to open your eyes and see what can you do, or what would you like to do, and how can you, get to that point. Yeah, okay. I didn't plan to do motivation today, but yeah, it was just to answer that question about what are the possibilities of you thriving as a foreigner. I don't know why, I feel like this is an African thing, because I see other foreigners in from other countries that that thrive. Okay, I don't know why we just have that mindset that um it's not about it's not about the place, it's not about the government. Yes, those things are factors, but the major factor in life is yourself. Okay, is yourself, and that's the mindset I've always had. Okay, I'm a child of God. I am filled with wisdom. I have the Holy Spirit inside of me, and even if you are not a believer, you have common sense. You can figure out problems, and so you can figure out solutions to problems. Okay, yeah, I mean, there is someone that I know that he helps people to um do their documentations. So you are living in another city, you have to do documentation in Moscow, they run that errand for you. That is a problem that has been solved. What do you think? What is around you? People around you, they don't know how to braid their hair, they are suffering. Go and learn on YouTube how to braid hair. Start braiding hair for people and making money. Like, that's it. Menial job, whatever. I never wanted to tutor English. Like, I really never wanted to. But when I realized that basically what the world works on is, what can you provide? The world right now will only pay you based on what value you can provide for them. So yeah, that's it, guys. Yeah, I hope that answered that question. um okay, how can I stay and work in Russia after medical school? If yes, please, how would it be possible? I already mentioned, or talked about it. 3 major requirements: be very good in Russian language. Okay, start learning now, like as you start. Okay, be very good in Russian language. Number two, pass your license exam. So like Russian accreditation exam or primary accreditation exam. Okay, most times you write that exam after, immediately after medical school, actually, like after your graduation, probably a month or few days after. You basically have to find out with your school when they are writing the exam in your state. Okay, if you pass your exam, then make sure that you have also started working on having a temporary resident permit so that you can have your work permit and get a hospital to work, and boom, that's it. That's it. Okay. um yeah, I think I have answered all the questions now. Yeah, guys, I just see, the thing is, I could be talking about so many other things right now. Like I said, I'm very skilled in other things that I could as well be talking about. But I chose this niche or this path right now because I realized that there are no information about life here as a foreigner, especially as a black person. And the goal for me is to change the narrative, is to impact lives, your lives, and the lives of people that are coming here, and even those that are here already. Okay, like I said, I have great plans for you guys this year, and I need you to support me on this journey. Like my videos, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, tell your friends, share my videos, support me on Patreon, buy my courses, my book, my whatever. I don't know, I'm just speaking, I'm prophesying, okay, into like the year. Okay, please support me, and I really hope that I can be a voice, okay, for we foreigners or Africans here in Russia, at least pending the time that I am here. Okay, so yes, if what's the word, if you don't have any more questions, I think I will end it now. You guys, please don't send me questions last minute again. I was ending the live when people started sending your questions. Send it now. Okay, I think it's time to go. I think I've answered all the questions. So yes, summary of everything we talked about today is studying or coming to Russia about it. There's no yes or no answer. Okay, you have one more question. Please ask. There's no yes or no answer to that question. I've already told you. It's about you as a person. What do you want to achieve? If what you want to achieve is possible here, then it's worth it. If what you want to achieve, okay, Russia is going to be a stepping stone to that place, is also worth it. Period. Okay, there's one more question that I'm waiting for, and then we'll end the live. Oh, why am I touching my face? Guys. Okay. I would have said music break, but copyright. Okay. In the case I started school here in Chimen, could I maybe transfer to Moscow? Yes, you can transfer. So what you just have to do is to find gain admission to that other school. So basically you would have to gain admission to that second school and transfer. So far you have a visa, okay, and your visa has not expired by the time they give you admission, because you need to have a valid visa. Yeah, like that's possible. Okay, send me an email. Okay, send me an email, just address it as like transfer to another school, and I would see how best that you can get some help with that. But yes, it's very possible. I know people that transferred schools. We have like basically transferred schools, okay? Like I finished in one and now I'm in that one, so yes, it's possible. So basically I gained admission into this school, okay, and I came in, did my visa under this school, did my registration under this school, and the rest they say is history. Can you move to the US? You can only move to the US if you have written as a foreigner, generally, you can only move to the US if you have written the USMLE step 1, I think step 1 to 3. Yes. And basically all their other exams. Yeah. So once you meet, guys, you can move from Russia to any other country. You just need to know the requirement of that country. Okay, for UK, for example, I know you need to have 1 year of internship, write your PLAB 1, PLAB 2, get a job placement, and move. Okay, that process can take you like 2 years to complete. Actually, medicine is not straightforward. Yeah, so the US as well, just whatever their requirements is, aside USMLE, if you meet it, good for you. That's it. It's not difficult at all. But yes, your certificate will be accepted. I know people that finished from Russia and they moved to the US. So yeah. I hope I answered your question. Please respond so that we can call it. Your fear is that, well, like I said, it's up to you. Actually, it is either you face that fear or you probably find your way to probably find your way to an American medical school from the beginning, so you don't have to stress so much about that. Yeah. Okay, so actually, based on what I heard like recently, the law says that you'll be made to go back to your country after your preparatory school. But now that there is a pandemic, I doubt they will be doing that. But please just send me an email, okay? So that I will be reminded to get information on that. I don't know what the law is right now. Well, about 3 years ago, when I say 3 years ago, about 5 years ago, I knew people that had to go back home after their preparatory school, and it came as a shocker to them. So yeah, I need to find out about what the current law is right now. Okay, guys, before I sleep on you guys, let me go. You're welcome. All right, guys. Same time next week. Yeah, I think I'll make it 9 p.m. so that in case something happens like it happened today. And I'm thinking that going forward, I will be talking about specific things. So next week's live session might actually be on Instagram, because I want to talk about how to prepare for like your visa interviews and stuff. And I want to speak with a student that recently applied and got in. So that might happen on Instagram and be uploaded here on YouTube, but I'll keep you guys posted on the community tab as to how that is going. Hopefully there is going to be a vlog on Sunday and another video on Tuesday, and we'll be back to our live on Friday. And yeah, so the upload schedule is Tuesday regular sit down videos, Friday live videos, and bonus videos on some Sundays, so like vlogs on some Sundays. Hopefully if I have that time, okay. But for at the moment, the major thing is live videos and one sit down video. I'm just trying to manage my schedule now. All right, guys, I'll see you next week. No, I'll see you on my channel on Sunday, but I'll see you live next week. Okay, have a great weekend. make sure you rest, okay? And yeah, stay safe, stay positive, like I always say, stay hopeful, fighting. Bye. Okay, do swidania.